First at 4, tragedy on I-75. Several drivers report rocks falling on their cars from an overpass. For one man, it turns fatal. We're following breaking news in Florida as a white nationalist makes a controversial visit to a college campus. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Karen, a cold front snuck through today virtually unnoticed, but we'll really feel the difference tonight. Wait till you see these lows. Paula?
Behind the scenes, not just at Andrew Lloyd Webber's brand new show, but with the man himself, Andrew Lloyd Webber. A great conversation about his brand new show and what actually makes him feel alive.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, a 32-year-old Genesee County man is killed after a large rock goes through his windshield on I-75. Deputies are now investigating Kenneth White's death as a possible homicide. It happened last night on southbound I-75 near the Dodge Road overpass in Vienna Township. You can see there the damage it caused to his windshield. Deputies say large rocks also hit 4 other cars on I-75 and believe they were thrown intentionally from the overpass. The sheriff's office is asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Parents and students were really nervous about an unmarked school bus making the rounds in Ypsilanti Township, but the misunderstanding has been cleared up for us this afternoon. Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office has confirmed that bus in question actually belongs to a transportation company. It was also confirmed the bus was on the correct route. Sheriff Jerry Clayton thanks everyone who called in and helped get this straightened out. 5 out of 6 people convicted in the Greektown brawl that happened back in April were sentenced this morning. After all, 6 men pled guilty earlier this month to assault with intent to do great bodily harm. They were given their sentences. 3 out of the 5 were given 29 months to 10 years. 1 was sentenced to 19 months to 10 years, and the 5th was sentenced to 34 months to 10 years. The 6th and final person won't be given his sentence until December 15th. Over on the city's east side, police say an 18-year-old woman is in critical condition right now after being shot during an argument. This happened at the Anthos Garden Apartments on Outer Drive just north of 7 Mile. And that is where she had a dispute with her boyfriend. Police say during the argument, she struck him in the face with a set of keys and pulled out a knife, which led him to shoot her before fleeing the scene. The boyfriend has since been brought in for questioning. The competition to land a new Amazon headquarters has reached a key milestone. Today is the deadline for dozens of cities trying to land that huge investment and 50,000 jobs. Detroit is making a regional bid that includes this video.
Detroiters are born moving. Our wings have a deep history. Our roads pave the way for every future highway of tomorrow. An international hub full of vitality, of Michigan strength.
The competition will be tough. Amazon will make an announcement in 2018. New at 5, the question, does Detroit really stand a good chance of landing this project? Business editor Rod Maloney is taking a close look at that bid and the competition, and we'll have that special report. In the first forecast, we are on a roll with some great fall weather. Ben, let's keep it going for just a little bit longer, right?
It's almost like Silicon Valley without the fog. It would be a perfect place for Amazon to come set up, but we do have some high clouds. That's really the only difference between yesterday and today. Temperatures actually got warmer despite the fact that a cold front came through earlier today. We're at 71 right now at Metro. Winds are noticeable, but not terrible out there. It's about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tonight, we will notice the difference from that cold front. Temperatures will be actually where we were for lows early this morning by about midnight, and then we'll continue dropping towards daybreak tomorrow. So we'll run that down, take a look at your weekend, and see when this train's finally going to leave the station, Karen.
All right. Thank you, Ben. Tensions are running high right now on the campus of the University of Florida at this hour. Hundreds of protesters showed they're not happy white nationalist Richard Spencer has been allowed to speak. The university and the state are not taking any chances, declaring a state of emergency before Spencer even arrived. Now, he took the stage just before 3. Devin Scillian following the very latest developments in Gainesville. Devin.
Well, Karen, Spencer's appearance igniting an emotional debate over exactly what constitutes free speech. You showed us the protesters outside, but opponents of white nationalist Spencer were also inside the Phillips Center on campus, and they greeted him with chants and tried to prevent him from speaking.
So why are you all here? Why do you think that you need to suppress speech? The answer is because you know that what I am saying is true. You know that what I am saying is powerful. You know that what I am saying is going to change the world.
Spencer and other speakers tried to speak over the crowd, but protesters never quieted down. If you don't recognize Spencer's name, he is one of the organizers of the rally in Charlottesville, Virginia that turned deadly this summer, and that's why the state of Florida has 500 police officers and the National Guard on duty. The university's president says Spencer's words have no value.
They're not based on education, they're not based on scholarship, and they are contrary to everything this university and all of our great public research universities have at the core, which is that we welcome people from all races, all ethnicities, even indeed all nationalities, and certainly all religions and all skin color.
And let's take a live look right now at the campus in Gainesville, where Spencer is still trying to talk over protesters. As you can see, some folks are starting to fill out. It looks like things are coming. Oh, we understand he's just left the stage, it appears. So it looks like this event has come to a close. The university had urged people to stay away, hoping to deny Spencer the attention that, as you could see from the video earlier, as his comments, he clearly craves. His supporters recently sued Michigan State because the university there refused the request to have him speak in East Lansing. We'll keep watching the events there in Florida, but hopefully everybody stays safe. And again, it looks like everything is over for the afternoon. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Devin. First at 4, breaking news into the Local 4 newsroom. The Michigan State Police colonel who was condemned for a post on social media has been suspended for 5 days by Governor Snyder. Christy Itu shared a post on social media condemning athletes who took a knee during the national anthem at sporting events. The governor said he would not fire her despite numerous requests for him to do so. Again, Michigan State Police colonel has been suspended for 5 days. First at 4, we are tracking other stories making headlines across America, and we start with the arrest of a suspect in a workplace shooting in Maryland. The manhunt for Roddy Prince was breaking news yesterday at 4. He is accused of shooting 5 co-workers. 3 of them died. 2 are in critical condition this afternoon. Police say Prince drove to Delaware shooting another person. He was captured in Delaware last night and is being held on cash bail of $2.1 million. Police still can't say exactly what motivated those shootings. A routine traffic stop in the state of Washington led to a massive drug bust. Take a look at what police found in Grant County, east of Seattle. They seized nearly 800 pounds of methamphetamine and heroin. Police also searched the driver's home, finding more drugs, weapons, and body armor. 2 people now facing federal drug charges. He is the Broadway legend behind some of the biggest musicals the world has ever seen. From Cats to The Phantom of the Opera, Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber has entertained millions of people. Well, now he's bringing a brand new show to Detroit and sat down with our Paula Tutman to talk about why this production is so special to him.
I got to tell you, this is a treat, a real treat, because not only am I behind the scenes at Andrew Lloyd Webber's brand new show, but I am with Andrew Lloyd Webber as he sits down to discuss his brand new show. What happened to Christine? To where did the Phantom flee? All will be answered with Love Never Dies, which picks up 10 years later where Phantom of the Opera left off.
When the Phantom was hounded out of France and had to leave Paris, he had to go somewhere where he could be unknown and he could fit in. And of course, Coney Island at the turn of the last century, in 1900, was a place where every living freak, as one of its great kind of selling points, was that they were all there. And so the Phantom could mingle completely and utterly unnoticed.
Andrew Lloyd Webber has been in Detroit tweaking and finessing his new stage production at the Fisher before it goes on the road. He is over the moon, head over heels, and micro-focused to obsession.
The Phantom was such a huge part of my life that I myself wanted to find out what happened to them, but I also wanted to close the story. There was a chapter that I wanted to finally end. I have to admit that I think I put more of myself into this than I've done really perhaps in anything else.
The characters are big, colorful, eye-popping. The stage is actually as alive as the actors. If you screamed with delight at the plunging chandelier in the original Phantom, prepare for an Excite Fest. Webber's longtime producing partner, Randy Buck, has seen a gazillion shows, but perhaps none just like this.
You can't follow Phantom with something that's feeble. You have to deliver something that's as magnificent. If not even more so than the original design.
And of course, because it is Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber, expect those melodies to get stuck beneath your rib cage and resonate in your memory. Show is here at the Fisher until the 29th. Karen, the interview with him was amazing, as well as with Randy Buck. We're going to put the whole thing on clickondetroit.com and share it to my Facebook page as well. If you love entertainment, this will inspire you and make you laugh.
We would love to hear that extra tidbits that they had to say, and it looks like definitely a magnificent production. We really look forward to it. Thank you, Paula. Still ahead, the story behind a Halloween candy ban. We will tell you about a celebration where no sweet treats are allowed. Also,
Hey, Karen, we have two hot topics in good health. Up first, addicted to tanning. New research sounds the alarm for young women. And if you're worried about your kids spending too much time on tablets, new numbers show you are probably right.
Brand coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
If you've ever been caught in traffic on US 23, you've probably thought to yourself, they need to do something about this. Well, they are. I'll explain what MDOT plans to do to improve this highway.
All right, thank you, Kim. In this Help Me Hank consumer alert, you might need to check some of the yogurt in your refrigerator. We're tracking a recall that affects at least 17 states, and it does include Michigan. We're talking about organic yogurt from Stonyfield. The recall affects O-Soy strawberry yogurt. The yogurt could contain a milk allergen, which could cause an allergic reaction, especially for people choosing soy to avoid milk. The affected containers have the date code November 4th, 2017 on the lid. In good health, despite numerous warnings about the risk, many women are still visiting tanning booths. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with some new research that may help explain why they're doing this.
Well, Karen, in fact, it's a new study that suggests as many as 20% of young white women who start indoor tanning actually become addicted to it. Researchers at Georgetown University say these women depend on tanning to feel attractive. Now, women with symptoms of depression were 3 times more likely to develop a tanning addiction. It's thought tanning produces a byproduct that has a drug-like effect on some people. Indoor tanning, remember, significantly increases the risk of deadly skin cancers, and it causes premature skin aging. About 10% of melanoma and skin cancers in the U.S. are in fact linked to the indoor tanning.
And I understand you've got new research on screen time, which every time you see that headline, I think parents worry because it seems like we're all pretty guilty of giving the kids the iPad or something.
Right, your iPad, phone, whatever. I mean, it's very common, but in fact, a new report finds the amount of children the amount of time rather that children under the age of 9 spend on mobile devices has tripled in just the past 4 years. So that age group spent just 15 minutes on mobile screens way back in 2013. Well, now it's up to 48 minutes a day. The report also found 42% of kids under 9 now have their own tablet device, and that's compared to 7% 4 years ago. Experts say the growing dependence on screens is changing childhood as we know it, and they caution the use of mobile devices really makes it harder for parents to monitor what their children are in fact watching.
And also there's that physical issue with the neck, because I know you've done stories on that with everyone looking down like
Right.
that,
Well,
especially with a growing child that affects their
Exactly.
spine.
They're staring down. I mean, what we need to do is develop a tablet that requires them to run to make it work.
Exactly.
I don't know.
See, you'll be rich. Invent it, Doc. All right,
$1 million idea.
Send it over to Ben Bailey. A good day if we're going to go out running with our iPad, right, Ben?
Yes, and I would like to invest in that idea. I'll be the Shark Tank on that one. 71 is where we sit right now, and yeah, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon to go exercise. Really for the rest of the week as well, going into the upcoming weekend. A lot of 60-degree temperatures when you go further west of here. Now we're looking at the dew points, and you're probably saying, why are you showing me this? It's not humid out there. Why do I care? Well, on a night like tonight, when we've got clear skies and calm winds, this number sort of puts a floor on how low temperatures can go. Temperatures don't fall below the dew point because when they match, that's 100% humidity. Now, I don't think that we're going to see our temperatures fall into the 20s. That air is extremely dry, but we've got some dew points up here in Mount Pleasant that are 17 degrees right now. Air very dry for this time of year. So what's going to happen is temperatures are going to approach the 30s, but I think there's going to be enough of a wind in our northern sections that'll keep those temperatures from going close to those 20-degree dew points. Here's the actual lows that we'll see by tomorrow morning. 42 in the city. Officially, we'll probably be at 42 at the airport, but you start getting further outside of that, and it's a lot of 30s. Upper 30s in Lenawee County, low 40s generally here in Monroe County. Some of our coolest numbers, not surprisingly, out in the west zone in our inland areas. 37 to 39 is what we're looking at here. And north of M59 in our north zone, even though those dew points may be a little bit lower, slightly higher wind speeds should keep those temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees by tomorrow morning. Then the next weather story is going to be when the rain comes back. High pressure will be in control through Friday and the upcoming weekend, but once we get into Sunday, that cold front starts getting close. It does look like that rain's going to hold off until evening, so we've got a fantastic two-day stretch to get out and enjoy this last little burst of summer. And I know we seem to be saying that about every week, and the temperatures just keep coming back, but you'll see here soon that we're going back to reality and then some. 72 for the high temperature tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. And even though we see those numbers rising into the weekend, they fall and drop like a rock next week. Highs in the 50s for Tuesday through Thursday. In fact, most of next week, that's what we'll see. Morning lows going down to the 40s. And we've got rain in here on Wednesday, but what's interesting is depending on the timing of this, and with those temperatures as cool as they are, there's a chance that we could see some sleet mixed in with that rain on Wednesday. I know Karen's gasping already, but hey, we've got all this sunshine to enjoy until then, so let's focus on the positive here in the short term.
That's true. Good soccer weather for the weekend. We appreciate that. Still ahead, a Halloween celebration with no candy allowed. We will tell you why city leaders say it is a matter of public safety. And a food cart explosion caught on tape. The damage didn't stop there, and we'll talk about what caused this blow up next.
Don't wait.
Whoa, shoot, whoa.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Big flames caught on tape as a food cart explodes in Portland, Oregon. It happened Wednesday afternoon. The flames spread, destroying a second food cart and 10 other cars in a nearby parking lot. Several people are hurt. Luckily, none of the injuries are serious. Investigators say the cart operator was filling a generator with gas, and somehow those vapors ignited. In today's trending stories, have you heard about the Halloween parade that banned candy? City leaders and police in Iowa have decided that people riding in the annual Halloween parade in that city can't throw candy as they pass by the crowds. They say tradition has become a liability as kids can get hurt. They're running towards the floats, trying to catch the treats. There are also concerns about crowd control, even food allergies. Those who break the no candy rule will be asked to leave.
It's amazing that our grandparents survived childhood.
Able to survive. I used to love that, but when I was in the parade, I kind of chucked the candy as well.
You got to.
It's not very safe. Today, people also talking about Motown legend Diana Ross. The former Supremes singer and solo artist will receive a Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Music Awards. Ross has already won 7 AMAs. She will appear and perform at the ceremony in November. Previous winners of the Lifetime Award include Whitney Houston, Sting, Michael Jackson, and Paul McCartney. Still ahead, talk about the Great Pumpkin. We will show you a record-setting gourd and tell you the farmer's secret to success. Finally, it is time to take a look at the Great Pumpkin, but it does not belong to Charlie Brown.
No, but it is great. This pumpkin belongs to DJ Steffler, and he claims it is the largest pumpkin ever in the state of Idaho. I'm going to go ahead and believe him. This thing weighs 1,400 pounds, which is 180 pounds more than the previous state record setter.
Could make some mean pumpkin bread with that. The farmer says his secret to growing a big pumpkin is to plant the seeds in a greenhouse where the seeds are protected from the elements. It will be dropped at an annual pumpkin smash event next month.
So you grow that thing just to destroy it?
Oh,
that seems odd.
What else are you going to do with it, really? Thanks for joining us for First at 4. We will be back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Hope you have a great afternoon. Inside Edition is next.